Hi, in this video I'm going to share with you a simple EFT process to help you fall asleep when you're having a hard time doing so. My name is Stefan Ganek. I'm an expert EFT practitioner and founder of the Soulmate Attraction Academy from EFTalive.com. Now I'm going to be sharing with you a simple process I got from Dr. Patricia Carrington, who sadly has passed away, but I didn't want people to miss out on this really helpful technique that she taught. Now this is for the simple case where there's nothing really big going on. You're just lying there and you're just feeling a little restless and your mind just keeps thinking about things. It's not that you're upset or, like really kind of obsessing about something that happened that day or something like that. I have a second video to actually help with that situation called EFT for Insomnia and Difficulty Falling Asleep, where I teach you how to address that before you lie down, right? Or if you wake up in the middle of the night and need to get back to sleep. This is for the simple case, like I said, nothing really big is going on, just my mind won't quit. And it's hard for me to let go and just fall asleep. Now, using EFT in that situation is a little tricky because if you tap while you're trying to fall asleep, that's kind of active, right? Certainly doing this, tapping, 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 that would kind of wake you up, right? So what Patricia Carrington used is something called imaginary tapping. And the way that works is that you imagine that you're tapping at each point. This is something that the founder of EFT, Gary Craig, had taught in a workshop a long time ago. And you can use it in a lot of different situations, and it's perfect for this kind of situation. Okay? So you're lying there, in bed, trying to go to sleep, and you find that, I can't seem to do it. My mind just won't stop. And like I said, it's not something upsetting. I just keep thinking about different things. So what you do is you start by imagining that you're tapping on your crouch out point, just like you would normally do with regular EFT, but instead of actually tapping your crouch out point, you're imagining it. And you want to just keep imagining that you're tapping, like literally tapping, but you're imagining it until you feel a little something. Okay, it'll be subtle, and it's fine, but you just want to imagine you're tapping there until you feel a little something. And then you start repeating in your mind while you're doing it, even though I'm having a hard time letting go and going to sleep, I deeply and profoundly love and accept myself. And you say that 3 times like you normally would while you imagine you're tapping on your crouch out point. And then, whatever points you do, for me the next point is the top of the head, but it doesn't really matter. Whatever points you normally use, just use those. So just for example, top of the head. So next point, I'm going to imagine I'm tapping the top of my head until I feel a little subtle something there. And I say the phrase, trouble falling asleep. That's it, right? So I'm not trying to do anything complicated here. Just the phrase, trouble falling asleep. And the next point is here. I just imagine I'm tapping there until I feel a little subtle sensation. And then I say, trouble falling asleep. And then I do it here, same thing. And I just keep working my way through the points. And usually, after just a few rounds of tapping, I'm asleep, right? I can't even remember how many rounds I did because somewhere along the way, I just fell asleep. It's very soothing. This imaginary tapping is really cool. Also, the process of kind of feeling your body and trying to feel those subtle little tapping sensations, or at least some sort of subtle sensation where the tapping point is. This imaginary tapping does stimulate the tapping points, by the way. So it is actually doing something. But there's also something very relaxing and meditative about, imagining tapping and feeling the sensation there as you say the phrase, trouble falling asleep. So lots of times, that's all it takes. Now, if you find that it doesn't work, like you're really thinking about a particular thing, right? Like for me, lots of times my mind's just kind of randomly thinking different thoughts. But if you feel like you're stuck on thinking about a particular thing, then you're going to need something bigger to get out of that. So what you're going to want to do there is really sit up and address it. Now, how you address that kind of stuff, like I say, I talk about in this whole other video, that's all about that kind of thing. But for this, I just wanted a quick, short little video that teaches you in the more simple situation of just can't seem to let my mind go and fall asleep. This is a method that works really well. It's really cool. So I hope that was helpful. If it was, it would help me as well as other people to find the video by clicking on the like button. You're very welcome to subscribe to my channel to get other helpful EFT videos like this. Also, at my website at EFTalive.com, I have a free ebook called Change Your Beliefs, Change Your Life, using the magic of EFT. It's based on the idea that our negative beliefs unfortunately tend to rule our life in a lot of ways. And by changing those negative beliefs into positive ones, it can have a really big impact on our life. And then after you get the ebook, every couple of weeks you get a very short, practical newsletter with helpful tips to enhance your life using EFT. In any case, keep tapping, and I'll see you on the next one.